Okay, good afternoon, all the students, and welcome to the virtual class. Today, we will start a new lesson in English that is a math day party. Students, you must heard about the a story which is a very famous story that is Alice in Wonderland. Alice in Wonderland is a fantasy story. It's written by Lewis Carroll. It tells us of the adventures of a little girl, and that little girl name is Alice, who falls into a rabbit hole and finds herself in a fantasy world. Now, what is this fantasy? Fantasy that means imaginative fiction. It's involving all the situations are magic and adventure. The world where funny peoples are mixed with each other. There are a strange creatures. There are the strange creatures. So, Alice in Wonderland. This is the story where you can, this is a fantasy and adventure stories. So, same things we have in our today's lesson. Here she happens to attend a tea party with three of them. Now, in this lesson, Alice met three more characters. Three more characters. That is the March Hare and the Hatter, the Dormouse. And she happens to attend a tea party with three of them. Now, there was a table set out under a tree in front of the house, and the March Hare and the Hatter were having a tea at it. So, when the Alice came nearby the tree, she observed there was a table set out under a tree in front of the house, and there are the three characters are sitting over there: the March Hare, the Hatter, and the Dormouse. The table was a large one, but the three were all crowded together at one corner. There is a more space, but then too, the three all are sit in a one corner. When the Alice entered, at that point, when the Alice entered, at that point, the all three are begins cried out loudly, "No room, no room." That means there is no place, no place. When the Alice coming, but there is a plenty of room, said Alice very angrily. There is a plenty of space, plenty of room. That means plenty of space. And she sat down in a large armchair at one end of the table. "Have some wine," the March Hare said in a very encouraging tone. The March Hare offered to the Alice some wine. Alice looked all around the table, but there was nothing tea. She looked everywhere, but there is no tea. Alice said that "I remarked here there is no any wine on the table." At this point, the March Hare replied, "You're right, there isn't any wine on the table." Then, after Alice said, "Then it wasn't very well mannered. It is wasn't very well mannered of you to offer it," said Alice angrily. Alice said, "Your behavior, it was a not mannerism." Then, in this point, the March Hare replied, "You you sit down without being invited. You joined our tea party without being invited. This also not a mannerism." So Alice became now more angry. She said, "I didn't know it was your table," said Alice. There is a plenty of space, and only three people are sitting over there. There is enough space. So that's the reason I'll come near to the table and I sit down here. Now, in this point, Hatter, Hatter has looked at Alice for some time and with great curiosity said her, you should cut your hair. You should cut your hair. Hatter is saying, you should cut your hair. Then Alice replied, you should learn not to be make personal remark. You should be learn to not make a physical and personal remark to the other person. It shows that you are very rude. So the hatter opened his eyes very widely on hearing this, but all he said was open his eyes very widely because what the hatter is saying, he's saying in a sleeping mode. Okay, so when the Alice replied very angrily that you should be not personal remark, you should be not judge the personal physical appearance. At this point, the hatter changed the topic. The hatter is saying, the hatter is saying, hearing but all, why is a raven like a writing desk? Why is a raven like a writing desk? Raven means what? Raven means a large bird like a crow with shiny black feather. So, raven means a bird. So, Hatter asked here a reader that why raven like a writing desk? He start asking a riddles. Now, in this point, Alice's thought, we shall have some fun. I'm glad they have begun asking riddles. Now they all ask riddles to each other. That means this is a fun and playtime. I believe I can guess that. Now here, Alice is saying, I believe I can guess that. She said loudly. When she said this line, the March hare is asked her, do you mean, what do you mean that you think you can find out the answer to it? So the Alice is saying, yes, exactly. I'm saying this sentence. The March here is saying no, but the meaning is different. What you want to be say, state your sentence exactly as exactly like your meaning. You have to state your sentence properly. Then you should say what you mean. The March here went on. He's repeated againly that what you want to say it in exact sentence structure. Alice replied, at least, I mean what I say. That's the same thing, you know. So here the marcher is saying, what you mean? You're saying, I mean what I say what I mean. These two sentences are different. These two sentences are different. Their meanings are different. But Alice is saying, no, the two sentence meanings are not different. Mean what I say what I mean. So here, what what happened here, they are start talking a strange things. Here they are start talking a strange things. A strange conversation have started over there. So Alice, so the hatter, now hatter is saying, suppose if I say one line, I see what I eat is the same thing, I eat what I see what I eat, मैं जो देखता हूँ वो मैं खाता हूँ. I see what I eat is the same thing, I eat what I see. मैं खाता हूँ जो मैं देखता हूँ. The both the sentences are same. The hatter is ask a question to the Alice. The, and then after the marcher also put one more question. He said, I like what I get. Is the same thing I get what I like. I like what I get. This sentence is the same as I get what I like. The both the sentences are same. So, so in this point, the dormouse who seemed to be talking in a sleep. Okay, because here the hatter and dormouse they are in a sleeping mode and they are talking in his sleep. So the dormouse also asked one more question. I breathe when I sleep. Is the same thing? I sleep when I breathe. The both the sentence have the same meaning. It is the same thing with you. They all three are asked a question to the Alice. When they are asked the question, so here this strange conversation dropped. The Alice dropped out this conversation, and for the few seconds, the party sat silent. And then after some time, the Alice thought overall she could remember about the riddles, the first riddles, which is asked by the Hatter, that why ravens like a writing desk. Because when the Hatters before asked this question, they started a very strange conversation. Here, the strange conversation is started. Okay, so at the end, Alice remember that the Hatter is asked one riddle that why Raven like the writing desk, and she have a curiosity to know the answer of this question. Have you guessed the result yet? The Hatter asked to Alice again. Then after Alice has replied, What what's the answer? I don't know the answer. Please tell me what is the answer of this riddle. Then after the march here, declare here, there is a no answer of this question. There is a no answer of this riddle. While listening this, wearily, wearily, that means very tiredly, very fed up, she said, I think you might do something better with the time. If you want to be past your time, you do something better than waste it while asking a riddles that have no answer. Why are you wasting your time that you are asking a riddle that have no answer? So in this, the hatter said, if you knew time as well as I do, you couldn't talk about wasting it. It's while listening this, I was saying, I don't know what you mean. I don't know what you said. If you knew time, how you will knew the time? The hatter is saying, of course you don't. The hatter said, I dare you say never ever spoke to time. You never ever spoke with time. Alice very curiously replied, but I know I have to give time when I learn music. I know how to spend my time when I learn the music. But here the hatter is talking what hatter is talking about that have you spoke with the time? And Alice is saying, I know how to be spend my time when I learn the music. Hatter said, Hatter said, I know the time. I spoke with the time. For example, now here the Hatters is give the example to the Alice. If you only kept a good terms with him, that means if you kept a good rapport with clock, with the time, you can do almost anything you like with the clock. You can do any work with the any time with the clock if clock become your friend. For example, suppose there is a there is a music class 9 o'clock in the morning. The lesson is begin. Slowly, you have to go near to the clock and whisper in his ears. Whisper, that means talk very slowly, very slowly. If you talk that sound, it is called whisper. And give a hint to a time or clock. Then the clock increases speed and the time, the time which is in real 9 o'clock in the morning. It's twinkling. Twinkling, that means is move fast. Okay, it's move fast. Okay, it's shining like a stars, how they sprinkle. Like in this way, it's move fast, and suddenly you can see half past one time for dinner. What is in reality? Reality is that in the morning 9 o'clock time is there. But if the clock is your friend and if you tell to the clock, then please increase the time and it's move fast. Okay, so instead of 9 o'clock, there will be a half past one. That means 1:30 time for the dinner. Okay, this is your wish. This wish you tell to the clock, tell and the clock will be moved according to your wish. Marcia said whisperly, "This is only my wish. This is only my wish." And I always give a hint to the clock because clock is my friend. Then after Alice thoughtfully asked a question, I shouldn't be hungry for it. I shouldn't be hungry for it, because in a 1:30 the time is there. But it is in fact, but in a real, that is a 9 o'clock in the morning. I don't feel hungry. And then after the hatter said, but you could keep it half past one as long as you like. That means you can keep the time 1:30 according to your convenience. So, if a clock is your friend, so you utilize time according to your convenience. Then, after, while listening all the things, while understand all the scenario, the bright idea comes into the Alice's head. She said, "Is that the reason s- so many tea things are put out on the table? Is that the reason the many things are put on the table? Is that the reason that you are here and make a tea party?" "Yes, that's it," said the Heather. "It is always at tea times. We have no time to watch the things between whiles. We do nothing, we do nothing another work because clock is our friend and we are use the clock according to our convenience, and every time tea we have a tea time. Then you keep moving around, I suppose," said Alice. "That means you keep moving around. They are talking about the clock." "Exactly," said the hatter, "as the things get used up." So here the Alice asked the question, "But what happened when you come to the beginning again?" Alice adventurely asked, "But what happened when you come beginning again? Because the every time is a tea time only. So what happened if the early morning came?" So, at this point, the Alice asked the question to the hatter. "Okay, so what would you do when the beginning again started, when the day is rises, when the sun is rises? What you are doing at that time?" And this point, March here interrupted. That means stop. "Suppose we change the subject." The March here is saying, suppose now we have to change the subject. We have to change the topic. Okay, we have to change the topic because I'm getting tired. You peoples are getting disturbed me. I'm getting tired just because of your conversation. Now here the March here is saying, "I'm getting tired and feeling bored. Please tell us a story." He said to the Alice, "Please tell us the story." Alice said, "I'm afraid I don't know how to say the story. I don't know about the story." "Dormouse shell." They both cried, "Wake up, Dormouse." And they pinched to Dormouse both the side because Dormouse is continuously sleeping. And they both want the Dormouse should wake up. So they pinched to the Dormouse. The Dormouse slowly opened their eyes and he said in a very low voice, "I heard every word you fellow are saying." and it's getting disturbed me. I want to sleep again. And again the dormouse slept down. Why these people are feeling sleepy? Because they have a clock, and according to their convenience they utilize the clock, and that clock always shows a tea time. That's the reason in this lesson, Hatter, Dormouse, Marcher are celebrate a tea party. They are celebrate tea party. They always utilize their time while drink a tea. Why? Because they have a clock which they are used according to their convenience. Okay, according to their convenience. So that's the reason the lesson name is a mad tea party. Why the lesson name is a mad tea party? Because the every time they celebrated only the tea time. They every time celebrated a tea party, and it is called a mad tea party because it is a very strategic. It is a very strange things, strange situations are there. That's the reason the lesson name is a mad tea party. Okay, see students, this is the lesson. Here you find a fantasy world, adventures, different characters. Okay, a strange creatures are there, and a strange conversations are there because this is a fantasy story. This is a fantasy story. All right, fantasy story where you can find imagination, adventures, mixed characters, strange conversation. Okay, so this is all about it today lesson. That is the Math Tea Party. And the the Dormouse conversation, the stop the topic, because in this conversation they are goes on their strange. They're talking unnecessary things, they are talking unnecessary things, and it is goes on. So so the sleepy dormouse stopped them with a low voice and said, I heard what you people are saying, now I want to sleep. Stop talking here now. So in this point the lesson is stopped. Okay, so I hope everyone understood the lesson.